Hey guys, Ben Paints here, and today we're back once again for another video, and this time we are taking on a little bit of a different format for this one. So as we are going along to Ellough Park this weekend, I'm currently recording this on a Friday morning. We are unable to use any sort of cameras for the track, so instead I thought I'd bring you guys along and show you a bit of the weekend while we take part in the 5th round of the Club 73 Weekend Series. Now, please forgive me if I sound a little bit rough. My hay fever is playing up a little bit this morning, and also I have just woken up and I'm really not a morning person. So before we get into the rest of it, we are going to be taking a 5-hour car journey from Bristol to Norwich, and we'll see how I get on doing that one. But in the meantime, let's cut in some footage and see what we get up to this weekend.
The suppression, the use of marijuana.
Okay then guys, so after our little journey in the car, a little bit of a montage, we have in fact arrived at Ellough Park. Now, haven't been here before, of course. It was a 5-hour drive, really did enjoy it. Now, unfortunately, as you can see, my hay fever is really playing up. It's not too good. My nose has been leaking in the car the whole way, as you can see. Delightful. So we are going to try and soldier on, get out on track. I'm signed up for 2 15-minute sessions, so what we'll be doing is going out for one sort of time session and then having a little break and then going on for the second one. So we're going to see what sort of times we can set. Now, someone was just out on track. They seem to be putting in a pretty decent lap time. They had their own kit. They were getting a 53-second lap time. So obviously, as I don't know anything about the track, if we can get anywhere near that, I think I'll be very happy with it. So it's very quiet here. We are actually in the middle of nowhere, and it's just going to be really exciting to get out on track. It looks like a really fun track. The karts all look pretty similar, pretty solid, so I'm really excited to get out there and give it our best go. So, and as I didn't mention at the beginning of the video, if you are new here, could you please hit the subscribe button, as it really does mean the world to me, and we are doing something a little bit different in this one. And if you do enjoy this video, hit the thumbs up button and leave a like down below, and comment as well if you do enjoy this sort of video. Obviously, as I'm not allowed head cams, we're just going to try and do the best that we can and just see how it goes. So we're going to jump into some post-race thoughts, or post-driving montage, I guess. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to show any footage because head cams are banned, so we're going to jump into that and we'll see how we get on. Okay then guys, so we've just come off our 2 racing or practice sessions here. We had 2 15-minute sessions. The first session, there were 6 people on track, and including my teammates Arthur and Sam Oatley, or Goose. I came in 5th position with a 54.2. Now, me and Sam were both at the back. We finished 5th and 6th, and we thought that the car felt abnormal. Can't speak. Abnormally slow compared to the other 4 karts. So the other guys seemed to get low 53-second laps. So we're about a second off the pace, which in theory, I personally didn't think I was that much slower, especially as some of the other guys also hadn't done the track as well. But then we moved into the second session. Me and Sam swapped into the karts that the guys at the front finished in, and we actually managed to get faster times than the others. So we were the 2 fastest people in our group, getting a 52.9 by Sam and a 53-second lap from me as well. So we did some pretty tight driving together. We wanted to go round together and try and get the toe off one another and just start sort of swap positions, see where we could improve, see where we were weak, and just see how it could help us ready for the race tomorrow. So unfortunately there is quite a bit of kart parity here, so I'm hoping that we get quite lucky and end up with one of the better karts tomorrow. So we're just going to head away from the track now and probably go and get some food and have a little bit of a relax and ready for the racing tomorrow. Okay then guys, so we've just arrived at our hotel room. As you can see, it's quite spacious, a couple of nice spatial beds. I've just had a shortbread and some water. Gonna go for a little walk now around the town just to see what things are like. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a very nice place just to rest our head ready for the racing tomorrow. You can see, you might not be able to see, but my nose is getting progressively worse. I've been sneezing all day, snot's been everywhere. Luckily it doesn't happen when I'm racing, but as soon as I come off, I seem to go into a fit of hay fever rage. So hopefully this doesn't really affect us tomorrow. As I said, when we're on track, it seems to be all right, but we're just gonna go and have a little walk around the town now and see what we can find and have a little bit of an adventure and some food, maybe a little drink too. But we'll see, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. So I've just had some food with my dad. I'll leave an image of the lovely burger that I had up on the screen now. I've had to come back to the room and change into one of my dad's black t-shirts as I was wearing a yellow one, as you guys saw earlier. And this was just attracting so many insects on my top that it was beginning to get on my nerves. So I've changed to a black one now. We're gonna go for a little walk and I'll leave some footage of our little trip around the town. We're obviously in Beccles, which is only 10 minutes from the track. So I'll leave that footage to roll through as we come up now. So hope you guys enjoy it and I'll catch you guys in a bit. Okay then guys, so this is the second day of the vlog. Can't really see if you can, or know if you can tell, but I have just woken up, had a shower, ready to go. We're just going to be on our way to the track now, ready for our day of racing. So obviously I'm going along with some of my other teammates, going along with Arthur Langley, Matthew Bordell and Sam Oatley. They're all going to be racing in the D final, which is the first race of the day, and I'll be on in the second race of the day, which is the C final. As usual, the format for the day is 5-minute practice, followed by a 30-minute race, not 35. So this is what we came up for practice yesterday, just because we wanted to have a little bit more time compared to just a 5-minute practice. So hopefully we're able to go in and pull out a good result and just see how we get on. So really excited for this one. I think it's a really good track from yesterday. It's a shame I wasn't able to use the camera because it's just a really fun and fast flowing track, but gonna have a little bit of a catch up when we get to the track. So just gonna grab a little bit of breakfast or something to eat now, just so we're fueled up and ready to go. So I'll catch you guys at the track. Okay then guys, so I've just arrived at the track ready to sort of sign in, have a little bit of a safety briefing, meet up with the team, discuss a few things about the track. Obviously we came here yesterday and we gave it our best go. We managed to go around the track with a 53-second lap time, so we're going to see how that compares with some of the other drivers today in the D final and see if we had good pace. Obviously we were in the top 2 positions as I mentioned, so we're going to try and just push on, starting in 9th place in the C final, and see if we can make any positions up. Obviously from the powers of deduction yesterday, there were 6 karts out on track, and one of the karts that weren't doing very well was kart number 9. Now the way that it runs in Club 73 currently is that whatever position you start in is the kart that you use. So as fate would have to happen, we are going to be using kart number 9. So if this is the case, I'm going to immediately be asking to switch out as an insect bites my arm. Lovely. So if that is the case, and I know Matt, my teammate, is also using kart 9 in the D final, so we're going to see if the kart is sort of running correctly today. And these insects really do want to eat me, but yeah, we're going to see if the kart is running correctly, and if that is the case, we'll just run with it and try and get through the rest of the day. But if not, then I'll happily swap it out and try and change over to a little bit of a better one, sort of akin to the one I had at the end of the session yesterday. So just going to go into the briefing, meet up with the team now, and we'll see how it all goes. So this is the first time in the video where I'm going to hop in and do some pre-recorded audio. So it's just so you can all understand sort of what's going on the screen, as it does get a little bit confusing. So on screen now you are seeing footage from the D final, which included my teammates Sam Oatley, Arthur Langley and Matthew Borrell. So I really enjoyed this race and watching them go around. This is sort of the only footage that I managed to get, as I was actually out watching the race, sorry. And here is the start of my race, the C final. You can see I got off to a bit of a poor start. It's quite hard to see, obviously being so far away, but we did start in 9th. I think we slipped down to around 12th position, and then this was sort of the start of where we were trying to build our race back up. So you can see we're quite far back in the pack now. At this point you can see me quite distinctly with my yellow helmet, but from this later on into the race we had actually managed to claw our way up into 5th place. So at this point now the 2 drivers ahead of me are in 4th and 3rd, which I never really expected to be in this sort of position. But you also can't really see 1st and 2nd. There they are shooting across the screen now. That was the difference in karts on the day. Unfortunately there were 2 or 3 karts that were absolute rockets, and the rest all seem to be rather equal. Now you can see here we really are tagging along on the back of 3rd and 4th, and when we sort of transition later into the race, you can see on the same corner we are now up into 4th place and bearing down on 3rd. Now I believe that this is a whole lap of footage, so you can see I'm going up the inside here on the first corner. It's quite difficult to see, but we're able to just slip our kart down the inside and sort of use our own kart as a bit of a blockade. Now we're coming around the sweeping right hand corner here, just trying to stick as tight to the inside as we can to not allow for an undercut on ourselves or a switchback. And then again we're going quite defensive into the hairpin on the left before the big middle part of the track, which is all pretty much flat out the whole way until you get to the chicane down the bottom end. You can see that I have now managed to sort of pull ahead and make a kart's distance in between us, but this wasn't the end of the fight by any means. You can see the driver behind me is all over the back of my kart. So coming into the slow right hairpin here at the end of the lap, getting it a little bit wrong there and having to switch back ahead of the driver just to make sure that I kept the position, and then leading down onto the start finish straight once again. But after all of this tussling, this did bring us to the end of the race, and you can see how much it meant to me. We did finish in 3rd position, our first podium of the year and our best result in karting to date. So happy with this. You can see the look on my face as I'm pulling into the pits. So we're just going to hop across here and catch some of the aftermath here. So you can see me getting out the car. I was speaking to Vito here, said thank you to Tyler as well. Really good race with him. So just absolutely ecstatic with this result, which you're going to see with some post-race thoughts in a second. So coming off really happy, congratulated by my team, and there's not really much more I could have asked for. Okay then guys, so I've just thrown some footage from the race up on the screen. As you may have seen, we have in fact managed to gain our first podium of the year up into P3. I was really happy with that. I'm so proud of myself. Obviously, we had a little bit of a ruckus at the start, a bit of a poor start, losing a couple of positions, managing to use a little bit of argy-bargy to make our way past, but we made it stick and we made it work. I was really getting frustrated at the end. I was trying to push as hard as I can. Obviously, the driver behind me is very light and I had to really defend like a lion, almost getting taken off on the last lap, but we were able to do it and I honestly couldn't be happier. So our best result of the year yet, and unfortunately I haven't got it on camera, which is always the case. But what did happen on the first lap of practice, which unfortunately I can't show you either, went round the first corner in kart number 15 and the wheel just completely flew off. So I was sat there. So it's lucky that we came up this weekend to come and practice, just because if I didn't, I would have had about 2 laps worth of practice in the kart. So, and it was also funny because the slowest kart from the night before, number 9, was the kart I just used then, and it felt so much better. So really happy with that. I'm so happy, honestly. Thank you guys for supporting me and coming along on this journey. So what we're going to do now is watch the rest of the racing for the day, and then we're going to take a little bit of a journey back. So I'll catch you guys on the way back when I'm back home.
C final in 3rd place was Ben Payne. Second was Oliver Sechetto. And your winner was Tiago. Thank you. Well done to those three, please. Where are we? B final in 3rd place.
Okay then guys, so I'm filming this little bit or little segment of footage a couple of days after our race at Ellough Park. Thought I'd give myself a little bit of time to chill out, calm down, unwind, and honestly I couldn't be happier with the result. I had such a good time. It made the 10-hour round trip really worth it. I just had so much fun. A really excellent track. It's such a shame that I was unable to use the camera on my helmet or the kart or anywhere, as I think you guys would have had some really good footage to watch. But a bit of a different video, this one, a bit of a mismatch of just footage. I don't really know how it's gone, so if you guys want to let me know down in the comments, I might even do a few more sort of behind the scenes footage videos in the future if you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, let me know as well. I'm more than welcome to accept any feedback on the videos. But yeah, really happy with how things are going. Obviously, we've got a few more events lined up in the near future. We're heading down at the time of recording to Bristol Team Sport again for our 3rd time, trying to put in a qualifying lap time for the BIKC in the middleweight category. So that is a GP1 event, so that will probably be the next video that will be coming out very soon. And then this will then be followed by, later in the week, we are heading off to Milton Keynes, Daytona Milton Keynes, for the 5th round of the SRK Championship, which feels like we haven't actually done a round in forever for that championship. So I'm really excited to get back in. Hope we can carry on the momentum that we've had in our last couple of Club 73 races, and also down at Team Sport as well. We've had quite a few podiums there at the moment. So if we can carry that momentum on, I'm going to be more than happy to just take on that sort of position. So if you guys have watched to the end of the video, watched this far, I really do appreciate it. And if you did enjoy the video, could you please leave a like down below, as it really does mean a lot to me. And if you are new here, or if you haven't already, can you also hit the subscribe button, as it really does help me out and boost the channel to more people. And I just wanted to say as well, if you haven't spotted already, down in the description is my Instagram, where I do sort of stay a little bit more engaged compared to YouTube. I do stay quite engaged on YouTube. I try my best to answer every comment, but if you want to stay a little bit more engaged in what I'm doing in my own personal life, feel free to follow me down on Instagram with the link in the description as well. But this does in fact bring us to the end of the video, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.